one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. On one sideline, Dan Quinn. He, of course, the head man here in Atlanta from 2015 to 2020. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll lead to a second down.
Here we go. Go get him.
They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels to throw on second down. And that one incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Open right side is likely. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Commanders first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniel. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
The motion man here is McClure. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago.
First down, Washington.
Here's 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. They'll motion over Samuel. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Scrambling to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. First down, Washington.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Daniels now on first down. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And he will score! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Falcons 0.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Every CPU player hit sticks in this game.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It was Detroit with tackle that time.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. And Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Commanders' offense ready for their second possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Daniel. He'll get this out wide. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Exiting the pocket right, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, get the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away.
The Falcons offense make their way out and take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger. Hey, smash. Coming.
Now Penix over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Fortunate that that was not worse for the offense. The pressure's on. They knock it out of the quarterback's hands, but only a safety instead of the defense getting a touchdown.
Yeah, as a quarterback, Mike, you always have that clock in your head, but that clock has to speed up even quicker when you find yourself dropping in your own end zone. And fortunately for them, that fumble doesn't lead to a touchdown, but instead results in the 2-point safety.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Another run here for Robinson. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's David Onyemata in there for the tackle. 3rd, they need 8.
Here we go. Stack.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. He's got Likely over the middle. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commanders first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's McLaurin open on the left side.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. On the option, here's Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
We are through one. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Crack all 80.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air again is Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing again, Daniel. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Daniels gonna throw again. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, Every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
That's good.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now he'll run it, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A run here with Algier. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got his big tight end, Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score. Commanders 23, Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. Oh! And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Here we go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Robinson. And you'll have a Commanders 1st down. Tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, and pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, Daniel. Caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The Washington 1st down.
That pickup,
I'm done and now.
29 yards.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLeod now to return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Open man downfield, that's London. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Left side in the hands of London. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Again, it's Penix. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Matthew Bergeron, fellow Syracuse alum. Guilty that time. To throw again, it's Penix. He'll look London's way again. Just complete again. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing again, it's Penix. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Penix going to throw again. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he will have a first down, and they're in the field goal range now at the 30. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, Penix. This is caught at the 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. That one, taken in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On is Koo for the point after. His kick is good, and the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the man who missed last year but is back now, J.J. McCarthy. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jackson Smith and Jigba. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Seahawks get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. And here's a man who went for 1,000 yards last year, James Cook. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bills with the lead at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. McLeod now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Running here with Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They run over over center with Robinson. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. There's a 3rd down and 4. Now Penix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Frankie Louvu getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He fires downfield for Pitts. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. That goes for 58.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Robinson. Touchdown! Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons have cut the deficit to 5.
Commanders 46. Falcons.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators. Trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down.
Hey, let's go now.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. They'll run with Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. It's Penix. Headed left, buying time. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jalen Walker there to make the play. It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On first down, it's Robinson. Room to run inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, it's Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on first down.
Brings up
Second and 5.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll throw. It's Penix. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll motion over Samuel. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. He's got Likely over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Commander's 1st down. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Give to Robinson from the pistol. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Coming up, and that's the tight end Likely. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll try to run with Robinson. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and goal. It's Daniel. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him. Jalen Walker. He's in there for the sack, and that takes us to 4th and goal.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McLeod now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And a mark him down up beyond the 30. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
They'll go again with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. From the gun, it's Penix. That is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainriston.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. They'll motion over Samuel. Now Robinson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Another run here for Robinson. And now we get a timeout by the defense. The clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 17.
They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's in! Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commander. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Folks, extra point is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Again, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He'll come up for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons have cut the deficit to 5.
The score, Commanders 36, Falcons 31.
A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
coaching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.